What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Rob, and sitting to the right of me is
Scott.
And listen, welcome to the 10K special. We just hit 10K followers on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, helping to grow the anime community. We have a really big surprise for you guys, so make sure you guys keep it locked. Yes, so I actually got an opportunity, Scotty.
What opportunity was that?
I went to a Comic-Con after party. King Vader happened to be in the building. Heavenly Controller happened to be in the building. Very, very cool guys. Very humble. You already know they're very successful in the anime community, and I'm a big fan of what they do. And I made sure to ask them 3 questions of some of our hottest debates that we've had here on Shonen Showdown for you guys. So the first question I got to ask them.
You getting interviews like that?
Man, I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to get. Okay. I'm trying to get in there. Come on now. But let's see. Minato versus Itachi. Let's see what they think. Come on, guys. Rob from Shonen Showdown. I'm here with King Vader.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Minato versus Itachi. Who are you taking?
You said Itachi?
Yeah, Minato versus Itachi.
I'm gonna say Minato.
Minato? Okay.
I'm gonna say him because I just feel like he's faster, bro.
Okay.
Itachi, you got it, but he's faster.
I hear you. I'm here, your host Rob, and I'm here with Heavenly Controller. We in the building. All right, 3 quick questions. Are you going to take Minato or Itachi?
Minato, because Itachi, he got all the smoke. I ain't trying to mess with him.
All right, thank you. All right, so as you can see, they both went with Minato Namikaze. Now, what are your thoughts, Scotty?
Going with Minato, I can clearly see why they chose Minato. You know, his speed is overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a solid pick. That was definitely a close debate we had. However,
what did I tell you?
What
did I tell you?
What, that Minato is better?
Yes.
Let's
I told you Minato is better because
that
we talked about the speed. We talked about the Kurama chakra mode, which is everything that I've been talking about. And you know, there's even in that last debate, a lot of people were having a lot of questions. People were making statements saying, "Oh, even if Itachi ended up using, you know, the Izanagi or the Izanami, he still could have activated his Susanoo later on." And even if you want to talk about the Totsuka blade, and you want to talk about the Yatamira, and you want to talk about all that stuff, that is all nice, that is all fine, that is all dandy, but you're talking about speed that is so fast that is able to even counter the Kamui ability. I don't see Itachi really handling Minato at all, and obviously we all see that King Vader agrees, Heavenly Controller agrees, so where do we sit, Scotty?
I mean, you got a point with all that. However, I did not get to see their breakdown of why that wouldn't be the case. I didn't get to see that. You know, like, they got good points. You know, I respect their points. I respect their opinions. But for you to tell me that Itachi has no chance, I'm going to need to see a full breakdown, play-by-play.
I'm not saying
by King Vader, Heavenly Controller themselves, okay? Like, until that, like, that debate is going to stand, right?
Well, I mean, if people want to make cases about the Izanagi or Izanami, obviously the Izanami, I don't even see it as a possibility because of the will that Minato has, and even the Izanagi, we've seen counters to the Izanagi with Sasuke and Danzo in that battle. And you mean to tell me that Minato wouldn't be able to dodge it? Come on now, let's be serious. All right, so let's go on to the second question. I got to actually ask them in Class 1A, My Hero Academia.
Oh, here we go.
From strongest to weakest, I wanted them to rank Midoriya, Bakugou, and Todoroki. So watch this. From strongest to weakest.
Okay.
Midoriya, Bakugou, Todoroki.
Oh shit. Todoroki, Bakugou, Midoriya, bro.
Ooh. Even the 1,000,000% Delaware Detroit Smash?
He got raw power, but he don't got that shit down like home. So it's just raw power.
Alright, I hear you. Second question. Midoriya, Bakugou, Todoroki. Strongest to weakest.
Midoriya, Bakugou, and then Todoroki.
Okay. Alright. So we saw their picks, right? Obviously, you know, King Vader went with Midoriya at number 1, Bakugou at number 2, and Todoroki at number 3. You have Heavenly Controller going with Todoroki at number 1, Bakugou at number 2, Midoriya at number 3. What are your thoughts, Scotty?
What are my thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
You know, right off the bat, I would have to say I called it.
What did you call?
I called it.
What did you call?
That's for 2 seconds. Let's ignore all the other picks. Bakugou over Todoroki. Okay, continuing on to the debate. King Vader's picks. valid. Okay, you got Deku's quirk. Now he's got the shoot style. He's using kicks, mixing with his punches. The percent that he's using, his quirk is increasing as we see. Season 4 is about to come out.
Okay.
Deku's gonna be up there.
So you have Midoriya at 1, is what you're saying on your list?
Right now, yes.
Wow. Okay, that changed from our previous debate. That changed from our previous debate.
That was some time ago.
So yeah, so you agree with me now because honestly, I mean I disagree with both of these lists. My list, obviously, you already know, is Midoriya at 1, Todoroki at 2, Bakugou at 3.
Close.
And
close.
Even though I like the mindset, you know, but my biggest problem with these two lists right here is that Bakugou is sitting at number 2. I cannot put Bakugou at number 2
What,
for
you want
reasons
him
you
at
already
1?
know why. No, I want him at 3. I want him at 3. Bakugou gets kidnapped, right? Bakugou gets finished.
The fact that the enemy team scouted him and had to pick him off does not make him the worst of the 3.
Seiji finished.
That means
Bakugou.
He was the most valuable player.
Seiji finished Bakugou in 1 hit.
They scouted him
in 1 hit. Am I
they
lying?
Scouted him.
Am I lying? Seiji made Bakugou look like trash.
They saw Todoroki. They said, you know what? We got Dabi. Why do we need this discount version of the?
Listen,
we don't need that.
Listen,
yo, get Bakugou quick.
Hold on.
Get him.
You're being very, very disrespectful. Denki Kaminari had to come in the fight and save Bakugou and Kirishima. Denki Kaminari, who's not even in anyone's top 5 in Class 1A. And if he is in your top 5, stop watching the show immediately. Alright? So at that rate, Bakugou's sitting at 3 for me. You already know I have Todoroki at number 2 because he is the best defensive fighter in the class. I've said this in many previous debates. Obviously his ice wall, fire blast, all types, and yeah, you can bring in the stain fight. Todoroki is ridiculous, and I have Midoriya sitting at number 1. Now, Heavenly Controller did make a good point where he talked about the raw power of Midoriya. He stated that, you know, even though Midoriya has a raw power, he does not have the ability to control it. But I have a different perspective on that. I think that because he has that raw power, it actually puts him at number 1 because he has the best ultimate attack out of all three of the fighters, right? So me just looking at it like that, I just see 1,000,000% Delaware to Choice Smash, even though we already know it's not actually 1,000,000%. That power, I don't see Todoroki stopping it. I don't see Bakugou stopping it. And even though it has a recoil effect on Midoriya, I still think Midoriya sits at number 1 right now in terms of power. And
that we can agree on. That we can agree on. His main weakness, where you know he has his ability to control his quirk, is not the greatest. As we watch the show, as more episodes come out, as more chapters come out, we're seeing that weakness decrease and decrease as time goes by. So I can't wait to see what happens.
All right. Also, what's your 3? Just to make sure.
Oh, you got Deku.
Okay.
Bakugou.
Okay.
Todoroki.
Okay. So you have you agree with King Vader completely.
100%.
All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And the third question I actually had the pleasure to ask them is another Dragon Ball Super fight. We have Broly and we have Jiren. We want to know who's stronger. So watch what they said.
And then last question, Broly versus Jiren. Who are you taking, King Vader?
Jiren, straight like that.
I like that.
Jiren.
I like that.
Power.
Listen, and last question, Broly versus Jiren. Who are you taking?
Broly. Jiren, he got that shit, he got a crap. But Broly, it's like, it don't matter how strong you are, he'll keep going. He'll keep finding new levels to reach. Like, it's just his instincts, you know?
Yeah,
like, I just feel like that shit will, like, there's no limits to that shit. You feel me?
I feel you.
All right, so very, very interesting responses here. We got 2 different answers. King Vader went with Jiren because he talked about the power of Jiren. We obviously know how powerful Jiren is. And, you know, Heavenly Controller actually went with Broly because he wanted to talk about his limitless potential and how he always just gets stronger and stronger as the battle goes on. What are your thoughts?
Well, hearing this debate, I think I should say, you know, first off, my favorite series of the Dragon Ball series is Dragon Ball, period. So with that being said, you know, as an old head, I do like Broly as a villain more than Jiren. However, Heavenly Control is 100% right on this debate.
What?
He's 100% right on this debate.
What?
You have to take into account that during the Tournament of Power, Jiren, how many episodes did it take for Jiren to bring out his full power?
Wait.
What, a whole season? A whole 30, 40 episodes for him to bring out his full power against Goku? If he does that with Broly is gonna, his power level is gonna increase exponentially till he catches up to Jiren. If Jiren uses his full power in his first attack against Broly and knocks him out, that's it. That's a wrap.
Listen,
Broly has no chance. But Jiren doesn't do that. And for that reason, Broly will have enough time to acclimate up to Jiren's power level.
Let me say this. With all due respect to Heavenly Controller, I completely agree with King Vader here. Jiren is just the complete package. I mean, he's been battling people
the complete package. He don't even have a backstory.
He's been battling. Look at Hit. Hit has the power of time skip, and Jiren literally made him look like trash. Hit is also a super powerful fighter from Universe 6. And we also know that Jiren forced Goku to go to Mastered Ultra Instinct. Now, are you sitting here right now? Are you going to tell me that Mastered Ultra Instinct is not more powerful than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta?
I would agree with that. However, what I'm saying is... You
want me to leave set?
What I'm saying
is that what you're saying?
Jiren did not go all out immediately as soon as he fought Goku. There was several steps, several episodes, several fights that they had where Goku was able to push Jiren back in Super Saiyan Blue because Jiren was only using, what, like 5%, 2% of his power?
Yes!
During those chances, that's a golden opportunity for Broly to power up, acclimate to the power level, and get stronger.
Scott, let me ask you. Alright, so who did Jiren have to fight in the Tournament of Power?
What do you mean,
did he not have to fight Goku?
Yeah.
With Vegeta?
Yeah.
With Android 17? A powered Android 17 at that.
Yes.
Plus a multitude of other opponents that are super, super elite, super, super powerful. You're making it seem like Broly would just go in there and do the exact same thing that he was able to pull off against a Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku? I don't see that happening. I think Broly is elite, but here's the biggest reason why Broly is weaker than Jiren, and that is because Broly has a lack of experience. He has incredible power, we know, but Jiren just shows his level of experience, where even when Goku threw his spirit bomb at him, Jiren just brushed it off. It was light work.
Okay, I'll tell you why you're wrong.
He doesn't know
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
He only had to battle Paragus when he was training his father. He didn't battle anybody else.
That's my point exactly.
Well, how is that
my point exactly? You're gonna take a third-class, low-level Saiyan who's never even known what a Super Saiyan is, hasn't even seen a Kai Blast in his life, and you're gonna put him against Goku and Vegeta at the current stage of Dragon Ball, and he's gonna power up to strong enough to overpower Super Saiyan Blue in one fight, and you're gonna not count that potential. You're not gonna count that natural battle power.
We didn't see the Ultra Instinct. That's the thing. That's the thing. If Goku went into MUI, there is no doubt in my mind the battle would have been over. They wouldn't even have needed to fuse, because that's the level that ability is at. When we're talking about it, Beerus and others, all the gods of destruction, looked at Goku in awe and said, look, the Ultra Instinct ability is even a power that's hard for us to use. The gods of destruction are saying this. So this is on another level. This is beyond the Super Saiyan Blues that you're talking about and all those other abilities. That's beyond even the fusions. I mean, this ability is so fast, so elite. It's able to, attack and land almost all hits while dodging almost all attacks from your opponent. Like, how is Jiren hanging with that? I'm taking Master Ultra Instinct Goku over Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, so I have to take Jiren in this situation.
There's a couple things. You're really not taking into account. What I'm saying is that Jiren, at his max power level, is way beyond Broly at his strongest we've seen in that fight, at least. However, what I'm saying is that Jiren, because he doesn't go all out at first, similar to Goku, because of that, what I'm saying is Broly would have more than enough time to power up and get accustomed to the way Jiren fights, that he would be able to have a chance. And if Jiren doesn't use his full power outright in the first hit, it's going to be trouble for him. The longer he prolongs that fight, it's not looking good.
This level of disrespect is crazy right now. I cannot believe you're making it seem like Jiren has no sense, which is just wild. Jiren was holding back in the Tournament of Power because he was reserving his energy, because he knew that the opponents that were around him couldn't even hang with him. That's why he was like, all right, Dispo, you handle that. Topo, you handle that. And they were trying to protect Jiren while Jiren was just meditating, because he said, nobody is worth my time. Obviously, if he has an opponent like Broly before him, he's not going to just, take him lightly, because he could sense the power level, right? Who are we talking? Rihanna and all types of... They're not worth Jiren's time. Come on now. Jiren obviously was he was chilling. He was waiting, meditating, building up his power, and then when he got a really good opponent in front of him, like an Ultra Instinct Goku that can hang with him 1v1, he said, all right, let's amp it up, and he started to get serious. That's the same thing that he would do with Broly. He wouldn't let Broly just catch him off guard. That's very disrespectful.
I mean, he caught Goku off guard, but all right, y'all gonna have to help us decide on that one.
Definitely.
That one's tough.
Definitely.
That one's tough.
Let us know down in the comment section below. What are your picks? Who do you think is right? Who do you think is wrong? Who do you agree with? And also, again, a big thank you to King Vader and Heavenly Controller for letting me, come through and ask some questions. You guys are really awesome for that. And, we'll see you guys next time. 10K special, out.